Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, your oil and lube specialist. Today, we're doing the power steering fluid. This car happens to take the multi-vehicle power steering fluid, which most cars take. Some vehicles take automatic transmission fluid. Pretty much the same thing. It's a hydraulic oil that creates pressure and moves a pump. We got our syringe style hand pump. You can also use a hand pump at O'Reilly's. They make really good hand pumps. This is another option. It's a little more visible for you to see what it looks like. This vehicle is a 2013. It has about 30,000 miles on it, and I don't think the fluid's been done before. It's all OEM. We're gonna be showing how to get this thing to steer better than brand new and have better steering feel, and also make better fuel mileage and operate quieter. We're gonna be showing all three steps. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. That way you can come back and watch this whole video where we go and test drive it at the end. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go until all that old fluid's out. Old fluid here, that's what it looks like. Looking a little oxidized, a little thicker. It loses its film strength with oxidation, so it's harder to circulate, especially in the cold. Putting in our multi-vehicle synthetic power steering fluid. This is a huge upgrade over OEM. I remember the first time I did it on my other Corvette, it made such a big difference. And this is compatible with many other specifications, about, I would say, 50 different manufacturers. You'll also see a cold flow video we did. If you type in AMSOIL power steering cold flow test, you'll see this compared to a very popular brand, and you'll see it's a huge difference in cold flow protection. So your steering will work a lot better when it's cold. You'll notice it'll drive better, less noise in your steering wheel, have less effort steering. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start her up. Do a couple of cranks here. Get that fluid nice and mixed up. This is circulating it through the rack and pinion. And then when you do this, I encourage you not to max out your steering. That way you don't put extra stress on the pump. So I'm just going right before it locks out. I would say do this about a dozen times to completely mix it up. Be very slow and gentle with it. You don't have to go fast. It's more about just the time that it's pumping it. Same exact thing again. We just suck out the fluid just like before. It should be a whole lot clearer. Ooh, still dark. That really shows we should have, definitely needs to be changed. And I recommend changing your power steering fluid every 3 years or 36,000 miles. If you're doing city driving, if you're doing all highway driving, you're probably gonna be good for probably 5 years, 60,000 miles. But for me, I always do it on the shorter end. And if you do live in a place like Las Vegas, you're probably gonna wanna do it even earlier. This is with the higher quality fluid. If you're running OEM fluid, you'd probably wanna change way earlier, probably half that, 15,000 miles. The power steering fluid after only 30,000. This is our second drain here. Looks a little better. We're doing our last fill, and I only had about 2.5 bottles. So I would actually get 3 bottles if you're doing this on your car. I think this little reservoir holds about 10 ounces. Yeah, I don't have quite enough to do a 4th drain and fill, which I'd like to the hot mark, since we have the vehicle hot right now. Right there. Twist. And we're right there at the hot mark. Absolutely perfect. Here's our last empty. This fluid's looking a lot better than what originally came out. Way clearer, and the film strength is a lot better. You can feel the syringe when I suck it out. It doesn't take near as much effort, which means it's gonna have a much better feel on the steering. Let's go drive. We're gonna see how she feels. So far the steering feels smoother when you're driving at speed at about 30 miles an hour, just turning back and forth. And now we'll do a little low speed turning. We'll see how she feels. Super slow speed. I would say it's just a little smoother, kind of just like it is at high speed. It's the same exact thing. Yep, it's definitely smoother. I feel less vibration in the steering wheel when I turn. So it feels like the pump is more free, a little less parasitic drag, and I'm feeling the motor is feeling a little bit more free. You know, that whole 0.7 horsepower to the wheels more, you know, 0.7, I don't know. It's probably something like that, but it's gonna be tough to tell, but you'd have to dyno it. But you see what she sounds like. Put a little load on her through a turn. We'll see how she feels. If feels like it's a little better through a turn here, we'll make a nice left-hand turn here. There we go. Put a little load on her. Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely smoother, less steering effort. And yeah, she's back, you know. She's back to like new, or I'm gonna say a little bit better than brand new on the steering feel. And that's the film strength that allows a better seal with the rubber. And it also has less friction, you know, inside the pump. So if you want your steering to last longer, and especially run better in the cool, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you want to try the products, just go to syntheticoilprotection.net and you can actually get the products shipped right to you. If you live in the US and Canada, get it right to you. I want you to check out 2 different videos, your choice. One here, this is the cold flow test on how much better this fluid is than the other fluids on the market. This one here is on everything else we're doing to my car. 10 steps to get this sucker to run better than brand new. Get any vehicle to run better than brand new by changing the oil and lubricant. My name's Eben, your oil and lube specialist. See you back next time right here on Synthetic Oil Protection, and give you a little cheers to using protection. If you use protection, your vehicles will always be happy.